Okay, thank you for the invitation once again. We are So Architecture. I am the co-founders of So Architecture with Sevince Bayrak, and we are very much based on focusing on the transformation of the existing structures, buildings, landscapes, structures, and etc. And especially the abandoned structures, because in Turkey we have lots of these kind of abandoned buildings which are not used anymore in very, very different scales and different functions. So also in the last Venice Architecture Biennale, we were the creators of the Pavilion of Turkey, and in the pavilion we were like kind of questioning the potential of these abandoned buildings in Turkey and trying to find ways how to transform them into resilient buildings. So today also what I am going to show you is a transformation project, and it is in one of the oldest and busiest streets of Istanbul, Istiklal Street, and it's like almost like 200 years old, and there are lots of different shops, restaurants and cafes on the street. You can see it is something like 2 kilometers long and hosting many buildings with very different scales. But one of the problems about this street is it's extremely horizontal, because everything is happening on the ground floor, and most of these buildings are very old and very like small scaled, with very small plots. So it's really difficult to somehow teleport people to other levels. So the relationship with the buildings is most of the time like that. Next one. Okay, so the facade is extremely important. It's also extremely valuable, very, very much expensive, almost like 20 times higher rents than the upper floors. So most of even the upper floors are empty on the street. So it's also very interesting to see that most of these old buildings, even though they open the ground floor to the public, so you see that here is all the windows are completely open and it's very welcoming. There's only 10% of the people are climbing to the upper level. So we had this invited competition project, which we were asked to transform the existing arts center into a new, more contemporary one. It's that building. So you can see also that the building is like kind of, this is the old existing structure, and also there was like additions in different times. But the ground floor is kind of more like focused, but the upper levels are completely like kind of abandoned floors. So our idea was trying to kind of extend the potential of the ground floor to the top level, because also the idea behind this kind of art spaces is to first go the top floor and then by walking trying to go down and explore all the exhibitions and other events in the buildings. But it was very difficult to put this kind of escalator or other kind of teleporting system to these very small buildings. Anyway, this photo is from the 60s. You see that there is a famous artist, Ayla Erdoğan, is doing a performance here, and it's one of the very rare photos that we could find on the street, where people are looking up, not down or not horizontally. So we had tried to transform this idea into the building and trying to question how we can kind of teleport people direct to an upper level of the building. And sorry, back, yes, back, yes, next, this one. Anyway, so instead of this kind of circulation, we want to redefine the circulation of the building, so we can allow, we can make an upper public plaza, which you can also be able to see the street from a different, completely different level and perception. And we started this initial sketches, trying to find a way to solve the circulation, to make a very long escalator which teleports you to this public plaza in the upper level, and then make able to see the entire floors from up and to down. But of course, since it's a very narrow building, it was extremely difficult for us to solve all these fire escape stairs, the elevator and this escalator all merged into one layer. And also one of the other ideas was like, while you are experiencing this long stair, long escalator, we wanted to explore the visitors, all this, what is happening inside of the building. So these are like the early sketches of the competition. We want to have different interactions between the building and the street. So here there is a small animation trying to explain how things are happening in the street. So there's a very horizontal circulation, and we want to make a kind of screen at the top level, so the people are kind of attracted by these always constant updated images and giving some glimpse about what's happening inside the building. And then we have this very transparent facade also showing what's happening in the performance area, in the ground floor and the basement floor. And we have this long escalator. And while you are climbing with this escalator, you have these small clues about what's happening inside the building, in the galleries, in the performance area, or in the library, etc. And then the escalator takes you to this upper level, a public plaza, which is completely open air. It's like we try to imagine it like the extension of the street. So we try to keep it as open as it's possible. And you have this view of the street from this upper level. So it's also for us, it was very important to somehow transport this very vivid life on Istiklal Street, because there are lots of things ongoing here. Shopping, restaurants, cafes, or like open air performances. So we try to somehow kind of try to understand what's happening there and put it inside the building vertically. So there is auditorium, exhibition, library, atelier, and this open floor, and the rest is the offices and the restaurant. So we've tried to put all the public program below the open floor. And on the other hand, of course, since we wanted to solve everything in this core, on the left part of the building, we tried this part as open as possible in order to be able to put different programs, because all these programs are also changing throughout the year. They transform the atelier into exhibition space or the vice versa. So we try to keep it as flexible as possible. And we started with these sketches, trying to put everything here, all the storage area, all the circulation, and all the infrastructure on the left part of the building, and keeping the right part as open as possible. So this is the photos, existing photos, to show what needs to be stored inside the building. We need an extremely huge storage area. So we wanted to use all this facade, also this interior facade, as a storage space. It's like these blind walls are also like flexible, and when you open it, you get the necessary equipments to be used. So this is the ground floor. There is this entrance from the street directly, and also there is the secondary entrances, also to put, to bring stuff inside the building. So we try to make the existing entrance facade as transparent as possible. This is the existing one. So we try to open it, and then we distributed different functions, all related with the street and also visible from different floors. We tried to make it as flexible as possible, although it was kind of difficult for us because there is this historical existing facade that we have to obey these like lines. The library, atelier, and the open floor, which is also adaptable to different climates. And the upper office area. And the top restaurant, which is also opening to the street. And the rooftop terrace, which is also accessible directly from the open floor. I guess that's... So it was a competition, and this was one of the finalist projects, but they never choose the first prize, so still like it's been 10 years and nothing is happening. Thank you.